Introducing our players in the bottom center starting location. A lot of pressure on this guy from the Team Prime. A young player, but very solid. He is...
Creator Prime!
And in the top center starting location, he's on a roll. Can he keep it going? The Warcraft 3 legend himself. His ID is...
Fnatic Lady Call Moon!
You know, you discussed earlier, very briefly, you know, we talked about how this is a big map. It's a good map for Zerg in some ways, but because this map is so large, a lot of Protosses started to rely on 2-base timing attacks here, and there's so many different timing attacks a Protoss can use on this map because a third is so hard to take for a Zerg because there's rocks, it's far away. If a Zerg hits, or a Protoss hits a 4 gateway +1 timing attack, or even a fast 6 gate, it's very difficult for the Zerg to defend. But also, recently, if we're at close air positions, for example, people have been doing the Sentry drop, Blink Stalker all-in. That's becoming very popular right now. These are all things that Moon is going to have to think about right now as he faces Creator. Now, this probe will force the pool first.
And of course, you got to keep in mind that you know, you're actually defending 2 locations. When we've seen a lot of people do this, it happens more with novice players. Actually, I'm not saying low masters players or something where, you know, okay, my third base is the one they're going to attack. There's too much defense there, and then they just go into the second or walk into the main. So we'll see what exactly Creator has planned here, but Creator has to win this.
Yeah, he really does. And at this point, we may see, I mean, he chose this map. This is his map choice. We may see a crazy 2-base all-in. That's something that Moon will probably expect, though. Now, we do see the Forge going down first, and Moon not going to care about the pro block. He just sends his drone right to the third base immediately, and will make his third base his natural instead. When you face a 2-base timing attack, this can be something that's a little bit scary to deal with, but it's not going to be something he's never seen before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, we'll see when he goes and takes his the natural location.
Now you can see the map win rate by race shows this map pretty heavily favored towards Protoss.
That's so funny because I would think it's a map Zergs like to play on, you know, architecturally.
It's architecturally in the late game can be good, but the problem, again, is the 2-base timing attack. A Zerg will go into this map thinking, what sort of 2-base timing attack is he going to hit me with? Which one do I have to defend? Because my rocks are not going to be killed, and I have to have a third base. I can't just get a third base later because the Protoss could even potentially take a fast third, and it's looking like with the positioning of this probe that we've seen hidden from Creator, he probably is going to hit with a fast timing attack off of 4 gateways at the least. We'll see when his +1 is taken. His gas is just now finishing up. And, you know, Moon is going to be playing for the late game here.
Very nice by Moon, spots that probe.
Yeah, this is so important because this is going to slow down any push Creator wants to do. This may even change everything that Creator had planned.
Well, I mean, it also says something where it's like, well, why were you hiding a probe there? Probably because you wanted to make a pylon. I mean, you want to scout too, but why did you want to make a pylon? Well, probably because you're going to do some kind of a timing attack. So Moon, if he reads the situation correctly, he's going to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, and you know, with that probe, you can do both scouting and put the pylon down. It's a very important thing to have a multi-purpose probe. But Moon is very aware of everything around, checks for this probe, takes it out. Yeah, it may survive a little bit longer, but in the end, it's not going to hide any pylons, and it's going to die. One more turn is all it takes. Well, he just gave up.
He just gave up. He's a quitter.
He was a quitter. It's not my type of probe, man.
No, man.
My probe mineral walks to the last second.
Yeah, man. My probe's an atheist. He doesn't want to die. He claws his way all the way back to this. Please, I don't want to die.
Yeah, man. Even though probes don't have feelings because they're robotic, they are programmed to try hard. They are programmed to never give up. That probe
not
was
his,
bad.
man.
Yeah, he was poorly programmed. He might have had a virus. I'm not sure.
He's a quitter.
He is a quitter. He got the quitter virus. Now, we do see Warp Gate Research and +1 on the way for Creator, but he is also double gassing in his natural.
Yes.
So he's not going to heavily commit to a timing attack, but the potential is there.
We will see. Right now, Moon's Overlord's placed pretty well. You know, because of the distance here, guys, they don't really want to attack each other early on or anything like that. Timing attacks are a little bit different because that happens usually in the mid-game when they're trying to transition into late-game tech. But they're basically just building up, and that's, of course, based entirely off these positions here. They're far, 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 far away.
Oh, you know what's cool is that Moon took a gas early on and showed it to the probe and then canceled it so that his opponent might have thought that he wasn't going to take a third hatchery. That's really interesting. I didn't even notice that until now. Now he's taking his first real gas that he's not canceling that he's going to use. As Overlord will see the 4 gateway pressure coming out. but there's no probe to make a forward pylon.
Ah, okay, he's going to get a Twilight Council. He does not have a robotics facility, right?
No, he may make the robot at the same time as the Twilight Council once this Overlord is pushed away. It's something very common to see when you make 4 gateways but you don't intend to use them. And the Overlords are finally warded away here. We may see robotics, but by the way, that Twilight Council is going to allow him a very fast +2.
Oh, man, that's too bad. The Overlord actually gets away.
Yeah, well, with that faster speed from the patch, Overlords get away a lot easier. It takes forever to kill rocks with sentries, it turns out.
Yeah, as it turns out, using that taser they have is not to take down destructible debris very easily.
Yeah, look at that. He's actually going to either have to use Force Shields or lose a Zealot. Well, he may... 1 Force Shield, I think that's okay. Just no more. 1, no more, no less? Yeah. That's okay. That's all right.
That's okay amount. So he's going to go for Blink now. This is interesting. I actually, you know, he still may go for just a timing here.
Yeah, in fact, adding 2 gateways right now.
And a robotics facility. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and get observers. He might try to blink into the main. The beauty about doing stuff like this is that now you have 3 locations you can attack with Stalkers.
And something to consider is the Overlord saw neither the Twilight Council or the Robo. He only saw units killing rocks. So from Moon's perspective, oh, he's probably going to take a 3rd base. Now, what's happening is the Overlord can see the 3rd base. Now, this is a safe way to expand, but he may cancel next an attack. All are possible. The Zergling speed still not done. It's almost done. +2 very ahead. This looks like a +2 Blink Stalker with Observer timing attack, but even though he can do that, he doesn't have to. This is a great Protoss build that we're seeing from Creator.
All right. Yes.
I mean, this is going to be something that Moon has faced many times in the past. He's seen the Nexus, I believe, there's Overlord. Let me verify that. No, he's not, but he's making it to an Overseer, and he will see it. Now he's going to come in and see it. Well, making a liar out of me, that lazy Overseer. What did you morph into an Overseer for if you weren't going to scout?
By the way, we got not actually very good creep spread here from Moon.
Yeah, not
actually as good at all, yeah.
Yeah, on this map, you know, the bases are really far away from each other. It's kind of hard to send your queens out there. You know, if you don't make extra queens, it's a little bit tougher. Moon making a 4th base.
He got that Overseer.
Yeah.
Can you check, does he actually have vision of the additional base? Okay, so he knows about that, but... All right. So, again, they're both kind of neck and neck right now. I feel like Creator's actually macroing a little bit better. I feel like he's doing kind of everything just a little bit better. Yeah. You know?
At this point, Aspire is going down for Moon. This is something I discussed earlier. He likes to make that surprise, you know. Every Protoss has ever, you know, tournament-wise or even on the ladder, even if you're like in Silver League, has had that moment where it's like, surprise, Mutas!
I got like 15 Mutas, man!
It's like, I didn't make cans because I scouted that you had roaches, but you made a late Aspire.
You're not going to get to leave your base now for like the next 3, 4, 5 minutes, man.
Baneling Nest going up as well here for Moon. Several cannons going down. He's preparing for roaches.
Yeah.
Making Immortals. You know, he has got the Stalkers well spread here.
Well, if you notice, what he's done is he has about a dozen roaches out here that keep pushing out on the map, but he's not really invested into roaches.
Yeah, it's a fake.
And then he's going to switch his tech up. So this is smart.
Yeah, he's gone up to 90 drones, and he is going to keep the Protoss in his base any means necessary, whether it's starting out with the roaches. Now, Moon's even taking a 5th base right now. He feels he's got total control, and I feel if he continues to pressure with the roaches as he is, he will. Right now, he's making spines as well. In case Creator moves out, he can use the roaches to buy time.
Something that's really hard to deal with in this matchup on this map is there's basically two paths into the Zerg's territory, in this case, like on this map, in these positions. You can just make a bunch of spine crawlers and actually just sit on 5 bases.
Yeah.
And it is very, very difficult to deal with.
A nice little catch there by Creator, who will also take the 4th base. 17 Stalkers out now. Stalker count getting a little bit higher. And, I mean, right now, he's got a Robotic Support Bay on the way. He expects a normal Infestor transition, but that's not what he's going to face. Right now, Moon has already made 12 Mutas. He's going up to about 22 in total, with 10 more on the way.
Okay. Now, Protoss is pushing out. Now, the reason why that's such a big deal is that there's sentries in that army. If he screws that up and loses the sentries and Immortals, it's a big problem, because that's when Banelings become so strong. You lose the sentries. What exactly do you do against Banelings? You're going to blink away and then lose the Stalkers? Because that's not a very good...
that's not a good attack plan. But these Mutas are going to do some damage. He forces a warp in here. He decides not to commit. Gets out without losing a single Muta, but he's forced, most importantly, Creator to turn around. Now, Moon has a 5th hatchery up and running. He's got a 6th one in total with the macro hatch he made. He's already got that Spire tech out, but he does not have any Hive tech. He does not have the Infestation Pit. He's going to need that to make the transition into Broodlords, which is something he's going to eventually want.
Muta's coming in here now. He's going to take... Oh, nice blink.
Yep, forces those mutas out. He's actually defended against the mutas so well so far, despite not knowing about them. Spreading his stalkers well.
By the way, 19 mutas here.
Yeah,
which is a pretty scary amount.
He's getting Overlord drops. It looks like he wants to drop some Banelings, and that is something that can be so scary.
If you look at that, there's a little Artosis pylon there in the Protoss's main. He can actually snipe that.
The Artosis pylon is the favorite food of a Mutalist.
That is. They eat that stuff up. All right, we're having multi-pronged attacks here, and he's going over here trying to get this pylon, it looks like, and does.
Yeah, this is, I don't know how effective this attack's going to be, though.
Yeah, I'm a little bit...
Oh, look at these Banelings. He's totally wasted them. Oh, man, this is great.
I don't know what the hell's going on right now, actually.
This is great for Creator. This is a win for him in every way.
I don't know what Moon just did there. I don't know what. There's like nothing that warranted him actually going in and attacking like that. That was so bad.
He was expecting, I feel, well, he needed to free up some supply, but I feel he's expecting no Observer with the mix. Even though he did all that, he's got so much economy right now, and he bought time still.
Yeah, it's true.
The most surprising thing to me, though, is that he's not made that Infestation, but he's not made the next step towards Hive Tech. That's what you want. You want to get that out before your opponent starts the Mothership, before he expects this.
All right, let's see what Creator can do now. Now, we have a lot of Spine Crawlers coming in here. There's Colossi in the mix, but not a lot.
Yeah. He knows, Moon knows that a timing has kind of been unlocked because he lost so many units, so he's going to make more and more spines. He's not going to be able to make enough units in time to hold this push necessarily, so he needs those spines, and Creator decides not to commit. Now, I've said this before, a 4-base Protoss is basically good against an any-base Zerg if he makes the right composition, so Creator's not stressed out about how many bases Moon has. He needs to be more concerned about the tech. All these mutas, though, they are uncontested in the main base.
Oh, nice. Going to get a lot of kills here, and he can get that pylon now. Very, very nice player. And yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, you want to get that pylon no matter what.
Oh, gets it.
Yoink.
Even unpowers the robotic support bay. He's gonna get a second pylon. Nice. Loses just one muta for that. I think that is absolutely a great trade.
Now Creator's gonna push into more Spine Crawlers than I can count.
There's.
Oh, spotted.
Oh, he gets it, and we'll get the probe as well. No. Does not get the probe, and that's so important because now he can make more pylons. But there are no infestors. Remember, with no infestors, he can fight these Spine Crawlers straight up. But the Banelings, they're a threat.
Oh, man. Well, here's what Moon can do. Excuse me, not Moon, Creator. He can just try to drain the Zerg of the income, but I don't know if the Protoss can actually attack into this. We'll see, though.
Well, this is, I mean, with this many Colossi and with some good Force Field Micro, he may be able to stop this.
Oh, no, Baneling's still getting through there.
But, I mean, will it be enough? In the end, the rest of the Force Fields are decent. Is the Stalker count enough for the Muse? It looks like, yes, it is. And this is looking great for Creator right now with more Stalkers. It's not going to be easy to break through these spines, but he definitely can force it now. There's not enough Banelings. There's no answer. 72 Zerglings on the way, but on the way is not good enough.
All right, he definitely needs a bunch of Zerglings to deal with this right now. It looks like he will breach. There's more Spine Crawlers coming up here, trying to just hold this position right now.
He is desperate. Oh, the spine's not even burrowed, and now
overlapping on each other.
Yeah, Pureling against this many Blink Stalkers with +2 armor.
What is going on with the Spine Crawlers? Look at that. They're just sitting there. I think Moon just died.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Cannot hold. His reign ends here, says Creator.
Really nicely done by Creator, actually. I think
the Prime bench is kind of speechless right now. I feel like they didn't expect that engagement to go this way. He looked behind throughout this game, and GG.
That's it, GG. Yeah, he didn't quite handle that attack well, you know?
Yeah, the attack with the burrowed Banelings and all, it had the potential to work, but he botched it. He lost so many units, and from there, that was the aggressive moment Creator had. Even though he lost probes a little bit after that, the timing that he had was just too much. And a pure Baneling against that many Colossi, even though he got through the Force Fields, he blew up all his Banelings on Colossi. So it's like, well, the Colossi now can't deal with the Banelings, but what Banelings are left? You never want to engage Banelings on Colossi if you can, because Colossi are armored units with a ton of hit points.
Wow. Well, who does Fnatic pick now? They need to get rid of Creator. They need to get this guy out.
Well, they may. I mean, Oz has looked weak in PvP in his most recent tournament results, but I'm sure that he's been trying to fix that. It's one of his weaknesses. They may decide to pull Prime.
I think they're going to keep Oz for later on.
I think so too. But they may pull him out, but I think you're right. I think pull him out later. they may bring out Alive now, though.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, I would pick Alive. I think it's a good choice.
Even though Creator is kind of the guy who revolutionized PBT, he has shown some weaknesses to drop play. He's not very map aware in that matchup. He's shown some problems with his observers, potentially. That may be something that, Hwani's thinking about right now. Should we use Alive here? We may see that.
I'm going to go with Alive for them.
That's
my bet.
Maybe someone else, maybe Oz, maybe Bill, but I think Alive would be the smartest pick right now.
Dude, GSTL is so fun.
It is.
Seeing who they're going to pick and everything like that. Do you and Keldor always wear these things?
Yes.
For this outfit? I feel like I'm working at Delta Airlines right now. But it's not much better than what we got on Codas. I look like I work at Staples when I'm doing that. But
someone said once that they thought that we looked like NASA employees or something with our
That's good, too. I like that. Well, we're just waiting for Fnatic to pick their player, and then we can start, trying
really
to figure out what the game's going to. Yeah, really breaking it down, figuring out how the game's actually going to go from there. But I'm definitely going to go with Alive. I think
I would say so too. That's who I would pick. And I think they're still discussing it. They may want to use, if Todd or Naiden were here today, they may want to use him to PvP snipe this guy. Todd, an excellent PvP player.
Yeah, he's great PvP.
We'll see.
Uh-oh, it's time. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Man? I think it may be Byo.
It's like Hwani gets up and goes in the booth. It's like, no, and then Fnatic loses.
It's Byo.
Byo
out here, our Zerg player. He's shown great results in the Team League so far. No one saw this guy coming before this season started. Look at Marine King and Byun sitting next to each other, stressed out.
They were duds in this series. It's all on Creator's shoulders right now.
He looked strong against Moon, but I feel some of the mistakes that Moon made, it was almost more so that Moon lost the game rather than Creator won it.
I agree completely there. I actually was sure that when I saw the damage the Muse were doing that was going to be it. Moon
no transition into Hive Tech. That was kind of a problem. He had all the spine crawlers in place. Really wanted to stick with Banelings and Zerglings, just like he's shown so far in his ZBT matches.
Yeah. We'll see if Biel can do it.
Yeah, it may be that. Look at Bill's win rate. Average wins 2.0. That's pretty good. That is a good record to have. Taking out some amazing players, and I am. He looks ready. And
he looks ready.
At this point, with how well Fnatic has already done in this team battle, he doesn't have a lot to lose.
All right, guys, we're going to go on a quick little break. And when we get back, we're going to continue on the story of Prime vs. Fnatic here at the GSTL.